Hey guys, this is another rock talk with Travis. It's just me today with guitar lessons, and this one that I'm teaching you today is a Judas Priest song, "Breaking the Law." You probably heard it a lot from my band Parentheses, but I'll be playing on my Les Paul, as you can see. It's a fairly easy song and fairly annoying to other people, I figured out, but it's a really fun song to play. That's really all I can say about it. Well, let's get on the lesson. I'm going to play it first, and then I'll go ahead and teach you it. That's all I'm going to play for right now, because cutting it kind of short on time. But that first riff is really easy. It's pretty simple. It's just open A, 2 on the A, and then 3 on the A. And then you just repeat that, what, 3 times? So 3 times. And that second part is after you hit the 3rd fret, you go up to the 1st fret on the E string. 3rd fret on the E string. Then open A. Then you do that twice. And then you hit the open string again right after after this. You hit the A string again. And then you go to the 3rd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A, and then you start that all over. But this is what you should have after it. I'm going to go slow on this one. You do that whole procedure twice, and then you hit an A power chord. Now, I'll teach you about these power. There's a video on power chords that is, if it isn't already up, it will be up. But you hit an A power chord, and that's just strumming the open A and putting one of your fingers on the 2nd fret of the D. Or at least that's how I do it. Other people have strummed all 3 strings where you bar it over the D and the G you put on the 2nd fret. So that's probably the way to do it. I'm gonna check on that. I'm probably wrong, but that's how you do it. And then you go to a C power chord, which you put your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the A, and then your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D and C. And then you just bring that all up a string. So you have the 3rd on the E, and then the 5th on the A and D. So it should sound like this, those 3 chords together. back to the A. But you do that twice, so it should sound like this. And then you go all the way up to the neck to the 8th fret on the A string and the 10th fret on the D and G. Then you go back all the way down to that 2nd C power chord, which is right here on the A string, the 3rd fret, and on the D and G, the 5th fret. Then you go all the way back up to the 8th and 10th fret for that power chord, and then you just bring it down 1 fret, so you're over the dots. Your first finger is on the A string on the 7th fret, and your ring fingers on the D and G on 9th fret. So it should sound like this. This is the whole beginning to right where we are. Slide that chord down, just like that, and then all you're doing during the chorus is strumming the A string, and then you're just barring all 3 bottom strings, bottom strings, the D, and A string on the bottom at the 9th fret. So it's just strum it right after. Well, you probably need the music for this, but it's just like this. Breaking the law, breaking the law. You do it you do it 1 time the first time. Then you do it twice the 2nd and 4th time. That's pretty easy enough. And then you go right back into the verse where it's you do nothing different, even all the way up to the chorus. It's the same thing, but after the chorus, of course, I told you I don't do solos. I don't copyright solos. But it's really not copywriting when I'm doing it, but I'm just not in the mood to learn solos. But what the bass and the rhythm guitar do is just an easy, what is it? This is on the A, E, and D string. You start out on the 5th and 7th. 5th on the E string, and then 7th on the D and A. Strum that once, then you move down, you let it ring a little bit, then you move back down to the 3 and 5. 3 on the E, 5 on the A and D. And you strum that twice. Then you go back up to this one. It's an A chord. It's an A power chord. So it should sound something like this. And then by the time he's on the CD, he's done with the whole solo. So you just move down, up strings, so that you have the 5th on the A and the 7th on the D and the G. From that, then you go up 2 frets. So you're on the 8 and 10 again. Then you go all the way down back to the C. It's on the 3rd and 5th on the A and then D and G. Then you go back to this one. This is all on the A, D, and G. So I'm just gonna make this easy for myself. It starts on the 5 and 7. Moves up to the 8 and 10. Then back down to 3 and 5. Then back to the 5 and 7. Then you go back up to the 8 and 10. Then you go up to 10 and 12, which it's just like any other power chord. A string is the 10, and then the D and G are the 12. So this is what you should have. That's all it is, and you do that twice, and then the ending is just one guitar has to have, the second guitar, if you're playing with 2 people, just does the same beginning riff. Just keep that. You gotta have you gotta remember each beat, and then and the first guitar player, it's an A power chord. We'll talk about that in the beginning. Then goes up to an F. Then up to a G. Yeah, G. So it should be. It's pretty simple. You can probably figure it out. You have to have the song and pretty much play the song. You have to have the record or the CD or song off of iTunes or something. It makes it a whole lot easier. But that's just about it. Once again, I've been playing with my Les Paul today. With Monster cable to a Marshall MG30FX, which I probably will be for a while. But that's pretty much it, guys. This has been Rock Talk Guitar Lessons with Travis. See you guys.